Hello friends, so I got a new round. It comes pre-loaded, but I removed the bullet, and since the European Union is trying to basically ban lead in ammunition, this is a solid copper bullet. So it's quite light. I think it's like 53 grains or something, but it is a full bow tail bullet. A lead variant of this would be smaller. So this is obviously not as dense, but it is harder as well. So as you can see, it has these ridges on the side. It basically functions as the drive bands or whatever it's called in artillery shells. Those are made of iron or cast iron, I don't know. But they have a copper band around it in the bottom of it that engages the rifling. This does pretty much the same. So this part, those ridges, will engage the rifling. A regular bullet will just be deformed around the rifling. Since the squishy lead core will accommodate for that, this will not. So I'm not sure how this will handle pressure compared to a regular lead bullet. I haven't used many of these. Usually these are made in a special lathe. Some people make them themselves, which is a cumbersome project if you have a lathe. In specially made ones, they come on rods, and it basically just pushes them out, and you have the tool making this shape, and then another tool cuts it off at the bottom. Usually you do a little bit more than what's been done to this one. Let's see if I can show you guys this. So this doesn't seem to be a hollow point. I can't see a hollow point anyway. And if you look at the bottom of it, you should be able to see that it's not actually faced. The bottom isn't faced. It has a little dimple where it will be cut off. If you make precision bullets in this way, you would finish this off a lot better. So this is, for what it is, a cheaper solution to make this, but this is made for 223, so it doesn't really have to be that super fancy, right? But when you buy these kind of bullets for long range shooting, these are the things you should really look for. So obviously it's going to need a little tiny hollow point for aerodynamics. I'm kind of sad this doesn't have a tiny hollow point. Anyway, that's an extra step in the process of making these. So as far as I can tell, this is made in one step. You push through a little rod of the material through a lathe that just makes it and then cuts it off. So you could probably make thousands of these a day in just one machine. I don't know what kind of equipment they have at Infotech who makes this, but yeah, we'll see. I'll try to do some accuracy testing with this and compare it to regular ammunition and see how it performs from different barrels and whatnot. Okay. Hi guys. So I brought the new fancy ammunition. So I brought that and some random mill surplus I had. So I'm going to compare this speed and accuracy with the 3 different barrels. So 12.5, I believe this is. I have to check. A 16-inch and a 20-inch barrel from the AUG. The thing with the AUG is I only have the donut of death as a reticle, so doesn't really say that much about accuracy. So this will be the primary accuracy test because I actually have a real optic on it. Also, what might be more interesting out of a 16 and a 20-inch barrel is the speed. Since this is a very light bullet, we'll see if that gets it up to a fabulous speed or something. Okay, hopefully I set everything up correctly. I'm aiming for middle white paper on the left. .821, and the lab radar decided to shut itself off. The power connector on the lab radar is pretty shit. Okay, it's live again. The recoil and the little shaking of the table managed to disconnect it. The lab radar is not field worthy. 845, 831. What are you doing? Okay, so average was 833, but this was 3 shots. It only caught 3 shots. Well, that's pretty shit. But anyway, we're not making a super fancy table or anything. So anyway, I did shoot 5 of them. So we'll see. Have a look at a group later. So let's put this aside and bring out the Steyr AUG. Right, I almost forgot. We need to do a control group with with the regular military surplus ammo. So let's do 5 rounds of some random military surplus. Did you die on me again? Yes, you did. Okay, 5 shots, military surplus. I can see the group I had. It's not good. It's actually a little bit all over the place. So I'm gonna have the same point of aim. Then we can see what the shift is in point of impact, because I believe I zeroed the rifle with this ammo, but we'll see. So it took all 5 shots of this, and the average is 838, so it's pretty much the same speed for both of these loads, but the military is probably 55 grains compared to 53 grains. Not really a big difference. So let's do the Steyr AUG with the 20-inch barrel and see what kind of difference that produces. The middle circle, I'll try to keep that in the middle of the donut of death, but really don't expect super accuracy. It's going to be very high velocity though. 946. That's 100 meters per second faster. And this is a solid core bullet. Kind of want to see what this will pass through right now. This is a sharp spear. 934. Okay, average was 946 out of 5 shots. I'm just gonna fire 1 shot out of the mil-spec ammo, just to see what kind of speed I get. Not interested in the average. 911, so it's a little bit slower out of a 20-inch barrel, probably. So let's switch barrels and see what we can get with the 16-incher. Only gonna bother to shoot 1 round. So let's first load in the mil-spec one and then load in the fancy one. Rifle is unsafe. Okay, first shot out of a 16-inch barrel is gonna be the fancy bullet. .926. Still super fast. Not a big difference between the 20-incher and the 16-incher. Maybe the 20-inch barrels are overhyped. You only need a 16-inch. Let's see the military surplus one, what kind of speed we get. .890. So it drops a little bit with that one. So did we learn anything? Suppose we did. It's a little bit more interesting with the 16-inch barrel, because apparently it's still super fast with the 16-inch barrel when you have a solid bullet, and it drops a little bit more compared to a 20-inch barrel with the solid bullet, which means you get more energy on target. I'm not sure why that is, if it raises pressure a little bit more or something with a solid projectile compared to lead with a jacket. I guess more testing is in order, but yeah, let's go have a look at what kind of accuracy I got out of this, because I guess that is interesting as well. I'll try to shoot one more 5-round group off camera, and then I'll go and film the target. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look at the target. Okay, so this group is a little hard to get something out of, but the ones, if I remember correctly while looking for the scope before shooting these, I think this one closer to the point of aim was mil surplus, and those a little bit more spread out here is probably the new ammo. And this group here, this 5-shot group, that is a group I shot after I shut off the cameras and I took my time to shoot it. So accuracy isn't that hot. Also, this group, a little bit right of where I aimed, is with the 20-inch barrel Steyr AUG. So hole, 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 and it's actually pretty similar to that group. So look at that. Look at that. Okay, I'm not a tall person. Anyway, so it's pretty much the same group with the 20-inch AUG compared to the AR-15. At least with my skills, but with the AR-15 I had 10 times magnification and bipod and a rear bag as well. So yeah, that's pretty much as good as it gets. Distance is 100 meters. So yeah, accuracy is nothing to write home about, pretty much. So I would love to buy some of these bullets and just make my own load with them and see if it's possible to get it a bit more accurate that way. But yeah, there we go.